Hi guys, today we are going to learn about AWS Glue Studio. To do this, we would need a sample file which we are going to download from 538.com. We will download this club soccer prediction file. Click on this blue link to download the file. Once the file is downloaded, you can extract it in your directory and you will have 4 CSV files. You can read about these files in the readme.md. You will have all the information. We will use one of these files to do our test. Once you have successfully downloaded the files, we would use Amazon S3 to store this file. I have created a directory for myself which says club football predictions, and I'm going to store all my files here. So what I'm going to do is just pick all these files and drag and drop to the S3 bucket and upload. So once the upload is completed, then we are going to use these files in our AWS Glue Studio. Let's open the Glue Studio now. From the management console, we will write the glue and then open the AWS Glue. On the left hand side, you can see the AWS Glue Studio. Click on it. Then you will see something like this, and we are going to click on the view jobs. We are going to create a new job here. So click on the blank graph and click create. You will see a template like this where there is a source, transform and target. You will start using from the source. Just click on the source button and choose S3 because right now our files is on S3. Click on S3 location and browse for the file. I'm going to use the matches latest.csv for this demo purpose. Click on choose. Once you have picked the file, the Data Studio will itself infer the schema from the file and you can view it in the output schema tab. Click on it. You have to choose the right IAM role for it. If you click on the drop down, you can choose the right IAM role that you have created. Click on confirm and your schema is here. You can also view the data by clicking on the data preview. It will give you the first 5 fields, but you can change that by clicking this particular button. Now we are going to do some transformation with this data. So click on transform and click on apply mapping. Then in the node properties, you mention where does this data come from. In our case, this is S3, so it has correctly picked it up. In the transform tab, we want to rename the league field to the league name. Now we want to add a filter to this transform. So click on the transform again, choose the filter. Then we are going to choose the global or condition. Click on it and click on add condition. In here we want the league name matches something like Barclays Premier League, and we want to add another condition with the league name again and say matches UEFA Champions League. In the output schema, you can see that the metadata is still there, and you can also review the data. You can see that we can see the data from the Barclays Premier League now. But we also know that this is an old name and we want to change this to Premier League. So click on transform again, and now we will write a custom Spark SQL to do this. So click on Spark SQL and we are going to write a SQL query in the code below. So we are going to write something like this, where we are only interested in 4 particular fields: the league name, team 1, team 2 and the project score. So you can use a case condition to do this. You are just going to say that when the league name is Barclays Premier League, change it to the Premier League, else keep the same name. In the output schema, you will still see that we have all the fields here, and in the data preview, the data is there in only the fields that are mentioned in the SQL code. we should remove all the other fields that are not required, and to do this we will go back to the apply mapping. Click on the apply mapping and start clicking on drop button on the fields which you do not want. So we do not want season, date and the others, and I'm going to click on it. Once you have clicked on all the fields which you do not need in your job, you can see in the output schema that those fields are not anymore there. In the Spark SQL as well, now if you click on the data preview, you can see the data with the league name and other fields, and all the unnecessary fields have been removed from here. Now we want to store this data in our S3 bucket again, so click on the target. So either we can choose the data glue catalog or S3. Click on S3 and then you can choose the format that you want the data to be written on. We are going to choose CSV again, and we are going to pick the path. So I'm going to choose this path for myself, and I also want to update the data catalog so that we can view this data in Antenna. So choose the second option. If you have the database ready, then you can choose your own database or you can choose the sample database. I'm going to use my own database for now and give it a name, football predictions. Once everything is done, then say give the job a name, football prediction underscore job 1, and save the job. Once your job is saved, run it. You can click on the run details to view the log. So you have three kind of logs, for the output, for the error and the exact logs. You can click on the CloudWatch. You can still see that the job is still running, and in the CloudWatch management there are no events at this time. So let's wait for some time. Yeah, and now it's there. Once your job is successfully completed, let's go back to the S3 management console, and we will go to the output directory where we have stored the file, and you can see a file like this. Let's click on it and open the file. The file could be downloaded on your system, and if you click it, you can see that it has the fields that you want, and the data has been converted with the changes that you would like to have in your file. I hope this video helped you. Thank you for watching.